and in today's video, we're gonna do an uncommon objects haul, where I show you guys all of my crazy antiques that I was about to say go out into the world and find and buy, but most of the time I just go to one place because this is heaven on earth, aka uncommon objects. And there was some confusion the other day on Instagram because I did make a video about how the store was like closing down last October. I think it was a vlog during Vlogoween. There was a lot of questions, but the store did not completely close down. They just had to move to a new location, and it was the craziest thing. When we were in Austin the other day, they're setting up for South by Southwest. There's a lot of pop-up shops, a lot of stuff that's not normally there, and I could not believe my eyes. Hermes has a pop-up shop in Uncommon Objects' old store space on South Congress. It's crazy. I don't know, I'm gonna try and go during South by Southwest this year because the Hermes thing actually looks kind of cool. Like, I think you can make your own scarves. Like, I was just able to like peek in. They have a bunch of washing machines set up in there. I don't know what's going on. Also, are you subscribed yet? If you're not, hit that button down below. It makes me smile every time you do. And a gator gets its wings. So it's like you're doing two good deeds with one little action. Anyway, let's show you guys some possibly emotionally scarring antiques that I bought. First up is one of my favorites. It's Little Ricky, and I posted a picture of him on Instagram, and you guys had some insightful information because I thought maybe somebody just named it Little Ricky after the I Love Lucy. You know, I Love Lucy had Little Ricky, it was their son. But supposedly a lot of you guys were telling me that this was actually a doll that was marketed to celebrate Little Ricky being born. So cool. Also, somebody asked me on Instagram, if you put his hands together, does he squeak? So we're about to find out. No. Unless mine's broken, which there's a possibility. No squeaking. Somebody else also said that maybe he cries, which I don't know about crying. He does have a hole in his mouth, so maybe at one time he like squeaked, which is like making a crying noise. I don't know. He is a very cute bouncing baby boy. He is surprisingly heavy. It's maybe heavy like a real baby. I don't know. I don't think I've ever held a baby in my life. Have we had this conversation? Like, I'm very freaked out by actual living babies. But I love like the plasticine version of babies. It's very odd. Never in my life would I probably hold a real baby. I don't know. I feel like my friends are about to start having children, and then I will probably be required to hold the baby. I don't know. I don't know if I'm down for that. Friends, if you're watching, I don't know if I can hold your baby. That's just my confession. Okay, I'm always scared I would like drop it or like, and then what do you do? What do you do if you drop someone's baby? What happens then? I don't know, and I don't want to find out. I don't know. I am not fit to hold ya babies. I just wanted to put that information out there. But here, look at this purple bear and feel better. Very cute little baby. He was actually in a basket, and I was walking around the store for a very prolonged period of time, and then he like hopped out of the basket. He wasn't in the basket anymore, and I was like, it's a sign that I need to own this purple bear. I don't know, it's just very playful. Like, I love stuff like this. What can I say? I'm a hoarder with style. I put it on the shelf. I decorate with it. It looks great. Do you know what I mean? If you've seen my filming room, then you know what I mean. Next is a giant can, and it was a popcorn can, and I have a couple of vintage and antique cans, but this one just stood out to me because it's got the little elephant on it. He looks very happy. And then if you look at the entire tin, this was also very humorous to me. You see the little kernels of popcorn, and it says popcorn, popcorn. It just is like popcorn all over it. Like, if jumbo popcorn was not enough to tell you this is a can of popcorn, they then wrote popcorn approximately 1,000 times all over the can. Just, what is this, I wonder? Popcorn? 9 ounces of popped corn. Whoa, 10 pounds of unpopped corn? Crazy. 10 pounds becomes 9 ounces? Isn't that just like, whoa, like I feel like I've just like learned something? Oh my gosh. Okay, so like I said in numerous recent videos, we've been watching a lot of shows about ancient Rome. I'm suddenly just obsessed with ancient Rome. You know how my obsessions come, frequent and often. But they had this really old looking Venus statue. It's silver. It's remarkably heavy. I have no idea what it's made out of. It's probably just made out of like solid lead, and I'm just poisoning myself right now as I'm holding it. But anyway, it looks great. I don't know. I love it. It's so cool. I used to have this friend, and she had like the busted head of a statue, and it was like the coolest thing in the world. It was not just, and I don't even talk to her anymore, so I don't even know if she still has this head. But I think that that's why I bought this, because it kind of reminded me of this statue head. I had a friend at one point who, I was gonna say dressed as eclectically, that also fits. She was also a very eclectic dresser, but she was a very eclectic decorator. And I wonder how she's doing. How are you doing? I don't know. She's not watching this. There's no way. Like, I feel like I've had so many friends in my life, but they never last. Anyway, I don't know. She offered to give it to me once, but I was just like, no, it's too cool. I would feel wrong to accept this gift from you. But part of me is always gonna regret not taking her statue head, because it was the coolest. I've never been able to find anything like it, but that was pretty close. I liked it, so I bought it. And ancient Rome, oh my God, I was just suddenly startled as to what I bought. I looked down and that was fun. That happens to everyone, you know, when you just like look down and you're like, what is that? It's just like not, do you know what I'm saying? Like for a minute, I thought it was like bones, which I know that's gonna sound creepy. I should probably edit that statement out. But if you guys have been here for a hot minute, and we're about to get into a taxidermy conversation, so buckle up, get prepared. But I have bought bones and stuff. Like I have a giant horse skull in my closet, which you guys probably see all the time. So it's very reasonable that they would get somebody else's items mixed up. And I just looked down at this, and for some reason I thought bones. So I was like a little bit startled, because I was like, oh, bones. But do you know what I'm saying? It kind of makes sense, right? Anyway, it's not bones, it's shoes. And it's little baby shoes. And doesn't this just look like a mobile that maybe you would hang over your bed and be like, yes, I'm learning all about old rotting shoes, mommy. Do you know what I mean? No? I don't know. I think I'm gonna hang it on a bookshelf, or maybe just, I don't know, stick it on the wall. Just looks like a really cool sculpture to me, right? Just a sculpture of used old baby shoes. I don't know how old these are. These are probably not antique. But they're probably like from the 50s, I would guess. 50s, 60s. But I don't know, I just love stuff that's like this. I have a couple other things like this, which maybe you guys remember from other uncommon hauls. I've got like a set of tea strainers. I've got drain stoppers like this back there, crystals. I have a bunch of stuff that's just like clumped together. If you just clump stuff together, put it in your store, I'm probably gonna buy it. I feel like I don't have like a ton of stuff to show you guys today, but what I do have to show you is quality items. Like, is it shoes or is it bones? I've got an old ledger, and I love stuff like this. I'm just rolling over paper now. That's a great sound. Anyway, I love old ledger books. This one was a particularly fascinating shape to me. It's very thin, very tall, but I love stuff like this because the handwriting is just so cool to me. So this, let's see when the first entry was made. 1894 is the first time this ledger was written in. But I just love looking at old handwriting. I almost said old people's handwriting, but that would have had an entirely different meaning than what I meant. So I'm trying to see what on earth this was a ledger for. I'm not entirely convinced that this is in English, but this must be from the US because they're using dollar signs instead of pound signs. But I can't read it. It's just like, it's so fancy to me that it's absolutely illegible. So I don't know what people were buying, but it was $5.50, quite apparently, 25 cents. Man, this must have been like some expensive goods back in the day. I mean, $10 back in 1895 was probably like a chunk of change. So this must have been a ledger for very important things. Moving along, I've got something else that's similar but different. It is a pile of old receipts, I think it is. I just love this. Once again, it's just objects like this really inspire me, which kind of maybe makes no sense. But you will see. I'm like working on all these secret projects right now, but you will see. Hopefully you will see one day what I mean when I say all of this stuff inspires me. But it does, and it doesn't even have to be like I'm not gonna make like, oh, a stack of receipts. But I don't know, just like the textures, the colors, the writing, like everything, it just makes my brain start churning. I'm kind of nervous about having the taxidermy conversation that I promised we would have. Anyway, I'm saving that for last. So if you're bothered by taxidermy, get ready to dip out. Until then, look at this little silver car. Isn't it cute? Isn't it lovely? It's got a lovely patina, yes? No? And it still rolls, so it still has some sort of intrinsic function. Look at that. I just love stuff like this. I don't know, it's all like stripped of paint and old and fabulous looking. I love it. What can I say? And then I think this is the last item already that I got. Yeah, I said it wasn't a lot today. But I really enjoyed this picture. And it's just a group. It looks like they are maybe in the ROTC or something, like the ROTC of long ago, because they are definitely very young child. Somewhere tropical, I don't know. Maybe they're in Florida, but look at that. I don't know. I just thought it was so cool. I love old group portraits. So, and it conveniently already has a wire to hang it. So I'm so excited. I'm gonna go get the last thing. It's very heavy. And if you don't want to have a taxidermy conversation, then I love you guys and I will see you tomorrow. But we're gonna have a brief taxidermy conversation. I don't know. Okay, taxidermy conversation. I'll just show you guys what it is and then I'm gonna set it down because obviously it's not the lightest. Oh my god, he just gave me a little kiss. But it is called a Fellows deer, I think, or Fallows deer. I don't know, but it just looks so cool. It's like all like a kind of creamy color. Definitely goes with all of our bedroom furniture. He's quite shabby. He's fallen apart. He's getting a little crusty. Say hello. We have to give him a name. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know if I've ever really shown you guys any taxidermy on this channel. It's a conversation that I'm slightly afraid of having. I feel like that's why I've never really done a room tour in the past. And I almost, you know what? I think I showed you guys like some taxidermy that I keep in the filming room. But honestly, most of it is in our bedroom just because I don't want to like freak people out. But I do love like antique, really old taxidermy. I mean, I've never hunted in my life. Like, I'm not a hunter. I'm not out there like advocating like, oh, like, I don't know, like, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? But I love like vintage and old taxidermy. They kind of start to fall apart, like if people don't take care of them and display them and keep them in their homes, whatever. So I'm out here to just rescue all the crusty taxidermy. So we're gonna hang him up in our bedroom because like I said, he really goes with like all of our furniture and stuff in our bedroom. But he just, I don't know, he had a really cute face. I like how his nose is like coming apart. I love stuff like that, obviously. So he was really cute. So we snagged him up and I'm quite pleased. He needs a name. If taxidermy disturbs you, I'm sorry, but I like to actually like share things I like with you guys, you know, and I don't know. So here I am sharing something that I like that I don't talk about often. Let's see. Is a whole big argument gonna ensue in the comments? Let's see. I don't know. But thank you guys so much for hanging out today and for watching. Let me know if you had a favorite object, what it was. Do you like little Ricky? Do you like Ricky Jr.? He's so cute. I just keep buying creepy old dolls. You think I'd learn, but I don't. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out today and for watching. If you're not already and you'd like to be, hit that button down below, subscribe, become a member of the Swamp Family, and give an alligator its wings. Also, if you want, you can like me on Facebook, facebook.com/graveyardgirl, or you can follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, or Instagram at graveyardgirl. Same way it's spelled here. I love you guys so much, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye!